Hey guys, this is Anthony. Today we're playing a 15 plus 10 game on Lichess. We are playing the black pieces, going into the French. Okay, so we're going into the exchange French with a c4. Okay. So d takes c4, bishop takes, knight f6. Yeah, and we'll try to play against this isolated queen pawn. So knight f6 looks good. Bishop b4 check. So knight f6. Probably knight f3. And we'll all just try to develop calmly. Maybe bishop g5. Okay, so just calm development. So bishop d6, I wonder if white may intend to castle queenside. So bishop b5. Yeah, I think just stay solid. Bishop d6 will castle kingside. And I don't want to spend too much time in the opening. Want to make some reasonably quick moves while not blundering. So castles, bishop g4. But I like castles. Yeah. So where to put my minor pieces? Bishop g4 seems fine. Wonder if knight rerouting here, just to put some pressure on the light square bishop, and kind of lets me blockade this isolated queen pawn. What is white's plan? They might play knight c3. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to castle queenside. Looks a little dangerous. Okay. So, yeah, this queen's attacking b7 now. Does make me want to go with this plan even more. So let's do that. f7 pawn's a little vulnerable, so I do have to be mindful of this bishop queen battery. Okay, and just as I say that, yeah, knight g5 was not on my radar. Part of me feels like it may be premature. So queen e7. Queen e7, let's say knight takes, rook takes, bishop takes, queen takes, king takes. They do get two pieces for the rook. Is there another way I could defend? Yeah, I think just queen e7. So probably you want to chase black away with knight b6 or h6. I like knight b6. My knight's a little superfluous here. And it does open up my light square bishop. So just scanning for any tactics. Bishop takes h2, king takes h2, knight g4. Knight g4 check, king h1, knight takes e3. There's queen takes e3. Okay, so no fireworks yet. No fireworks yet. So yeah, knight b6 seems okay. Just gonna pre-move this capture. They may play rook e8. Rook to e1, but I don't think there's any good discoveries on my queen. Bishop d3 seems interesting. But on bishop d3, trying to see if my tactic works. Bishop d3, bishop takes h2 check, king takes, knight g4 check. Knight takes. They do have bishop takes with check, king h1, king h8. It seems messy. There's that saying, long variation, wrong variation. Bishop d3 looks normal. Trying to see if I could get this to work. Because my knight is quite sturdy there, isn't it? Yeah, my knight is quite sturdy. I could play b6, bishop b7 afterwards. Okay, so knight bd5. Yeah, knight bd5. Bishop takes, knight takes. So planning b6, bishop b7. So am I threatening knight takes e3, f takes e3, bishop takes, king takes, knight g4 check, king back, queen takes g5. I think I'm finally getting that to work. I do have to be careful with the knight on d5, but with my queen here, I am protecting everything. There may be rook f5, but I do have queen takes e3. No, rook f5 just fails to bishop takes. Yeah, bishop takes. And I'm okay if the queen grabs this pawn. It seems inconsequential. So yeah, let's play through this forcing variation. So knight takes e3. Oh, and if I don't want to get into all those complications, knight takes e3, f takes, I just have queen takes. That's a lot cleaner. So knight takes, f takes, queen takes, check, king h1, queen takes g5. So a little removal of the guard tactic. So I'm going to assume bishop d2. Bishop d2. There's also rook e1. So on rook e1, does this tactic work now? Knight takes, rook takes, bishop h2 check, king captures, knight g4 check, and we do pick up. We do pick up the rook. And what happens if the king doesn't recapture? So I'm playing through rook e1, knight takes, rook takes, bishop h2 check. Ooh, huh. So black going for their own removal of the guard tactic. Yeah, I did not see this one. Okay, so knight takes. There's knight takes, which comes with check. So I think knight takes, queen takes, queen h4. Trying to see if bishop takes does anything. Bishop takes h2. Yeah. Okay, so we're playing down a pawn. So here we have queen. Sorry, bishop to e6. attacking the queen. I think this should be fine. But yeah, let's... Or should I start off with bishop takes h2? Bishop takes h2, king takes h2, queen h4 check, king g1. I don't have a good follow-up, so queen h4, g3. Okay, so queen h4, g3, queen h3, and I was hoping to reroute my knight, but they could just play bishop takes, king takes. But yeah, let's try this line. So yeah, didn't do a good job calculating all of the forcing moves until the position was quiet. But yeah, I missed that knight takes h7 idea, so I think that tells me that h6 was probably the right move. Yeah, I'll take a look at that in the post game. But here we still have a game. I have the IQP to play against. And I have some semblance of threats. So I'm looking at g3, queen h3. And if I get to play again, knight f6, knight g4 looks a little uncomfortable. Okay, so looking at bishop takes h3, g takes h3, queen takes, queen g2, okay. So maybe just knight f6. Yeah, knight f6. Don't really want a queen trade, do I? But yeah, what options do I have? Okay. I think I have to accept the trade. Probably knight d5. Rook e8. Yeah, so I would say white has an advantage, just a clear pawn up. We still have pieces on board though, 3 minor pieces and 2 rooks, so let's see if I can do something against this isolated queen pawn. So I think bishop e3, bishop e6 looks right. We'll pre-move the recapture. And then I'll probably want to double up my rooks. C6 doesn't seem good. So knight takes. Knight takes c3, b takes c3. They do connect those pawns up, but this pawn may be weak. Don't know how much that matters. But yeah, let's do that. Bishop b7, rook over. c6, rook over. We even have b5. But after b5, bishop takes. Okay, so some weaknesses are showing up. I wonder if c5 is any good. c5, d5. Yeah, I don't think that does anything. So it's gonna get a little complicated. c6, rook over. Yeah, maybe just rook b8. It seems passive. But yeah, I think material right now is more important. Okay, so looking at the pawn structure, white has a 3-2 majority. On the king side, I have a, I don't know, 3-1 majority. Okay, what are they trying to do? I think b5 seems good. b5. Maybe plant my bishop here. Maybe bishop a3 in the future, just to stop rooks from coming in. Pawn to a5, maybe an idea. And taking the open file is one idea. Yeah, I think a5 makes sense. Yeah, okay, so they go for it. They're going for it. a6. Take, 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 take. Trying to see if there's any value to taking with the c pawn. This a pawn would become pretty weak. And yeah, white could easily double up the rooks and pressure. I do want to catch up on the clock here, so let's pre-move the a takes b5. We'll pre-move that capture. And if black pushes pawn to a5, yeah, that pawn may be weak in the future. Maybe bishop c7 ideas. Okay. Let's protect that pawn. Make this recapture. So, yeah, becoming a blitz game right now. And it's just a matter of seeing who makes the final blunder. Rook a4 seems interesting. Rook a4, rook takes, a takes. That pawn may be dangerous. Yeah, otherwise my plan is doubling up. Rook A8 coming up, so I'm expecting Rook A1, Rook A8. What if they play C4? Yeah, C4. I think C5 takes. What about A3? Yeah, I think I have to offload this pawn. Well, if they play pawn up, I'll just push past. So yeah, maybe Rook A8. Rook A8. Pawn up. We'll just move our bishop. So white's probably winning here, but yeah, let's see how we do in time pressure. Rook over, protecting this pawn, and maybe having some vague idea. Okay, so I'm dropping that pawn. No, I could push. Okay, if I push bishop C1, my bishops are out of the game, aren't they? So looking for any counterplay, but maybe okay, A3, bishop C1, A2. Bishop and at bishop B3, I have bishop E6. I have bishop E6. Okay. And now I have to get my minor pieces involved, reroute the dark square bishop here, light square bishop there. Okay, takes. And what is happening here? Yeah, their rook is trapped, isn't it? Maybe here, 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 here. And king scoops up this pawn. If I do here, here, they push past, I have these connected pass pawns. They may be good. Maybe. Oh, that's pretty bad. Push. Okay, if I push up, let's push up. Take. Oh, I'm dropping this pawn. Here takes, king takes. I am in time. I do have to take with the king, don't I? Pawn takes, d2. Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking too hot right now. May have to play rook back. Maybe rook forward. Seems a bit more active. Leave the king babysitting. We're threatening here. Don't know how big of a threat that is, though. This pawn may fall also, so we may be able to get even on material, but white's probably winning with this nice solid pawn chain against my 3 pawn islands. But I predict this game will come down to a simple blunder. Do I ditch now? Okay. I don't like that all their pawns are advancing, so yeah, let's try for some counterplay right now. I'll be happy with the draw. Okay, at least this connects my pawns. Yeah. Take. Resigns. Yeah, I don't think my king can stop both of these guys. Takes. Yeah. Okay, good game. Ooh, against a 1881. So that's going to hurt the rating. But let's add this to our study. Okay, so they played c4. Knight f6 is the main move. Interesting. The Monte Carlo variation. Knight f6. C takes. Knight takes. Okay. So we'll try to add this to the memory bank. Knight f6. Yeah, white spent close to 3 minutes on this. And yeah, I just didn't notice the threat. So I think here just h6. And b6. Bishop b7 to follow. Okay. Yeah, you didn't see this annoying queen g5 forcing off the queen trades. Still felt like a game. Let's say if I didn't trade knights, let's say I went c6, take. I think this should still be drawable. I don't know pawn endgames that well, but these pawns, should be okay. Knight takes. So just trying to blunt their bishop. And I thought the most interesting try was here, and black just is very passive with their rook. So yeah, I got to get in b5. I didn't calculate a4. So another point here. Yeah, maybe I should have tried this endgame. So if rook fb1, takes. It's a try. I was a little too hopeful with this past a pawn. just didn't have any support. Yeah, white's C and D pawns just shut my bishops out. Wondering if bishop e6 takes. Like, it's interesting. So, yeah, I think rook a8 might have been inaccurate. Yeah, I was glad to see bishop e6. And here I completely missed the d5 came with check. Yeah, this was a blunder. I had ideas of bringing my king up to the square, forcing e5, and if takes. I should be able to win the c5 pawn. But yeah, king f6. And yeah, d6. Crushing. And I still went for the trade. From a practical standpoint, did I have anything? So rook a5, maybe it was better for my rook to babysit here. Yeah, hard to say. And this was very committal. Rook takes. Yeah, I think at this point, white's already winning just because of this protected pass pawn. Yeah, the king is so inflexible. I think my king's forced to stay on f6 or f7 just to stop this pawn from promoting. Okay, so yeah, probably the end game, something went wrong. I will take a look at this more in depth. Let's take a look at our rating. We're down to 1925. Thanks everyone for sticking around. We will play again tomorrow. Bye.